It's me, and it's me. Unfortunately, momentito. There we go. Alright. Unfortunately, my partner and I, for a time, will not be making movies together because, as some of you know, Curtis Nathan Curry was killed in an explosion at the harmonica factory where he works. But he told me to continue making films, lists, sort of things, and so that is what I will do. I will honor his memory and keep the dream alive and things like that. So, all that sort of thing. Right. Well, today's list is a good one. It is. And I will show you why. Today we're going to go through the top 10 best-selling books in the history of the world. Now, I don't know if you read. For those of you who don't know, books are like blogs, but on paper. And they have them in libraries, which is kind of like eBay, but just books. I know. So, anyway, right, sitting pretty at number 10 is The Valley of the Dolls by Jacqueline Susann. It has sold over 30 million copies. And the plot centers around 3 women trying to make it into show business, which is show business for show business. And instead of making it into show business, they get caught up in sex and drugs and scandals, and they push the boundaries of the 1960s, and it's a melodrama, but it's nonetheless addicting and entertaining. Sort of like the Kardashians. Tried to get into show business, but they got drugs in. Number 9 is In His Steps, What Would Jesus Do? It's also sold 30 million copies. This is written by Reverend Charles Monroe Sheldon. It was published in 1896. It's about the discourse about dilemmas and how we can use the Bible in everyday life, boiling Christianity down to the very essence. So it's a Christianity for idiots kind of thing. Before the Idiot series came out. What would Jesus do? This is the WWJD bracelets and necklaces and t-shirts and lunch boxes and underwear. That was all started by Reverend Charles Sheldon. He came up with What Would Jesus Do? And then somewhere in the late 80s we decided to shorten it to WWJD. Number 8 is A Message to Garcia. Sold 40 million copies. It was written by Elbert Hubbard. It's actually not a book, book. It's a short essay. It was made in 1899, and it only has 1,500 words. I know. Pretty short for a book, or short essay anyway. It's a dissertation on labor relations that still rings true today. It basically addresses the workers and preaches initiative. And so talks about the working class and how it works. I've never read it. Actually, I've not read any of these so far. Number 7 is Dr. Spock's Baby and Child Care. I don't know if I would. I wouldn't want Spock taking care of my child or my baby. Because there is a difference, you know. Apparently it was controversial when it first came out, because it was written, a childcare book was written by a man, when usually you think childcare books are written by women. Just like, well, you know, women make sandwiches and men make money. You don't... Same kind of thing. It sold over 50 million copies. 50 million. So 50. What number is it? Number 6, The McGuffey Readers has sold 60 million copies. Written by William Holmes McGuffey. Duh. And it was published in 1836. Doesn't tell me what this is, and I just got a pop-up. And every single one of them is sexual. Excuse me. Fun times, fun times. Number 5. Number 5. The World Almanac and Book of Facts. Was actually released in 2003, so it's more recent, and it's already made the top 10 list. It sold 73.5 million copies in the past, what is it, 2003? Past 8 years. And it's produced by the World Almanac Company. The title is pretty self-explanatory as to what the book is about. It's a book of facts. Almost like a dictionary. Almost. Number 4, also released in 2003, has sold 94 million copies. It is the Guinness Book of World Records. Also another book of facts. Or records. Like, fattest woman, smallest panda, longest yard, longest running hobo orgy. I was there for that, actually. Won't go into that. Number three. Number 3 is the American Spelling Book. 100 million copies. It was published in 1783. It's a famous book. Although I don't understand exactly. If you don't know how to spell, how is the American Spelling Book going to help you? Also, the same thing with the dictionary. If you don't know how to spell the word, looking it up isn't going to help. Think on that, won't you? Yes. Number 2. Quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong. Now, if you had gone through and watched some of Nathan's and I others' videos, you would know who Mao Zedong is. I don't remember. He's Chinese, I think. Anyway, it's famous quotations from him, and it sold 900 million copies. Quite a quotable person, if you ask me. Things like, we should support whatever the enemy opposes and oppose whatever the enemy supports. Makes sense. And then the number one selling book of all time may surprise you. Not exactly what you think it is, I can assure you of that. Selling at over 6 billion copies is Harry Potter. You think I'm kidding? Harry Potter. Actually, it's the Bible, but one person's Harry Potter is another person's Bible. It's all a matter of perspective. For those of you at Trevecca who don't know what the Bible is, the Bible is a collection of stories written by men but inspired by God. That is the best, the most apt definition I can give you. Yeah. So that's it, really. I know it's not nearly as entertaining as when Nathaniel and I both collaborate and do this, but, you know, he's dead, so what can you do? Anyway, I will try and keep this going as long as my spirit allows me. Now, I would like to continue the tradition that Nathaniel and I have started. So I'm sending this to all of you out there in Nashville land. Hope you all enjoy it. If there's anything I can do to enrich your lives from here, please let me know. I will try my hardest. Anyway. Thank you for watching.